Marvin, that used to work at TCS Create Primary, that bit of the school is shut down because of what you guys done to my son. Marvin, the teacher named Marvin, I'm not going to drop your surname yet. The day after you stood on my son's feet and nearly crushed it, my son could have come home with a broken feet. The scream my son made when you were standing on his feet, crushing it, and you still wouldn't stop crushing it. Hussein, my son told you he couldn't breathe when you were strangling him. Hussein, my son said to you, I cannot breathe. Hussein, my son said, I cannot breathe. What did you do, Hussein? You told him you're gonna hurt him. After my son told you, Hussein, that he cannot breathe, Hussein that worked at Create Primary TCSE, after my son said to you, I cannot breathe, you said, I'm gonna hurt you. It went quiet. Stop ringing me. It went quiet for about 2 to 3 minutes, indicating to me my son passed out. So Hussein, you strangled my son to the point where he passed out for about 2 minutes, and then you carried on and you carried on. Diego was so lifeless and weak. When the other 2 teachers came in, it took him a while to even stand up on his feet after the torture Hussein and Marvin made my son endured. Yeah, he was so weak to stand up. Yeah, it took him a little while, about 5 minutes to retain his balance to stand up on his feet. Hussein and Marvin, the courts might not find you guys guilty, but you guys will not get away with it. What the police is gonna say, you guys didn't get away with it because you're not teaching, you can't teach children no more, and you've lost your jobs. But that's attempted murder. Hussein was strangling my son to the point where he passed out. Marvin was crushing Diego's legs. That's attempted murder. Yeah? And the courts, and because my son's a black boy, the courts and Leighton police station said it's okay because they can't teach children no more. And they've lost their job for attempted murder. Remember, Create Primaries locked down, shut down because of the torture that you guys inflicted upon my son. People, help me get this viral. Tell Leighton police station to release the footage of the 2 teachers that nearly killed my son. I just sat in a police station and watched next to 40 minutes of two teachers that I should have trusted my child with in their care nearly kill my son. Yeah, my son at one point went quiet, which indicated to me that he passed out. Yeah, these weren't teachers, these were thugs. One was strangling him and the next one was crushing his leg. You should have heard that scream from my baby's voice. Imagine. And then the police is gonna look at me because my son's a black boy and said it's okay that these teachers nearly killed your son because they can't work with children no more and they've lost their jobs. Yeah. Tell Leighton police station to release the footage of what they're covering up, what these teachers are doing to SEN children. My son was 2 minutes away from death. My baby shouted out in the CCTV that he could not breathe. He said when one of the teachers, I don't want to start dropping names yet, when one of the teachers was strangling my son, he said, I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe. People, make this go viral because Leighton police station needs to release the CCTV that they just showed me of 2 teachers brutally assaulting my son, and then they said it's okay because they've lost their job and they can't work with children anymore.